Now, previously we have actually learned how to do using the completing the square method to transform one part of the equation into a completed square form. But if you remember, we actually had it as x squared without any coefficient. Now today we see that we actually have a coefficient of 2 and we have 2x squared plus 4x minus 3. So we will still be able to do a completed square form, but we have to make some adjustments in the sense that we have to factorize out the 2. Now what we can do is that from this side of the equation, I am going to break this into two parts. The one with the x squared term, the one with the x, is what we're going to use for the completing square, and minus 3, we're going to just leave it aside for the time being. So what we're going to do is that we're going to have 2 being factorized out, and we'll have x squared plus 2x. And don't forget, we still have a minus 3, but we're going to leave it aside for the time being. Now this one we have used for completing square before, and what we can do is that we're going to write the 2 and we're going to write a square bracket. Now if we have x squared plus 2x, it means that I have 2x bars and I want to distribute them evenly, so I have 1 on each side, so I have x plus 1 squared. And what I will do, I will have is that I will have to minus 1 because there will be a 1 unit square box there. Alright, now don't forget, I'm only using this part to do the completing the square. So I have to put this as a square bracket, meaning that this was the part that I'm using for the completed square. Minus 3 is still on the outside, and I'm not going to touch it just yet, but negative 1, or rather minus 1, is part of the completed square form. However, we did factorize out 2 earlier on, and we will have to put it back by multiplying in. Now don't forget, we had the minus 3 from the earlier part. And what we can do now is that we will just put it all together and we'll have minus 5. Now let's try another example. Let's just say that we have y equals to 3x squared plus 12x minus 5. Alright? In the same manner, we're going to split this into 2. Use the first 2 for completing the square, but there's a 3, so we will have to factorize out the 3. X squared plus 4x. And from here, we are going to use this for the completed square. So we have x plus 2 squared. And then, don't forget, it will be 2 units by 2 units, so we have to minus 4. Again, these are in square brackets, so we will have to multiply the 3 in for both of this because we actually factorize out from the x squared and the x term. So this is what we're going to have. And we will have 3x plus 2 squared minus 17.